Hey guys, it's me again. Today, even though yesterday I'm gonna talk about chi, but I changed my mind. Today I'm gonna talk about safety bubble, and I have a special guest, Sue. Again, she's gonna be my special guest today. So for now, I'm not pre-announcing my topic because I realize I don't know. Life is unpredictable.
Yeah, things come up.
Things comes up, so we're just gonna go as we feel and then see how it goes. So anyway, today we're gonna talk about safety bubble.
Yeah.
Do you wanna describe what safety bubble is for you?
Well, a safety bubble. A lot of people aren't aware, but say when you walk, what we talk about when you walk into a room, you feel energy or stuff. Or if you actually know you have to go into a difficult situation, you could actually create like what Joanne was saying. What I call the safety bubble, but when we were talking about the light bulb, you almost envision a clear shield to protect you.
Yeah.
And then that way, whatever's coming in will not penetrate you, right? Yeah. And so you could create different ones, but a lot of people are not aware of how far, like there's distances to create a bubble so people's energies don't impact you as much, right? Yeah. And if you visualize this will help you a lot when you have to deal with difficult situations. So I want people to be conscientious, say if you have to go into a stressful, is just create that safety shield bubble before you walk in and set your intention first. And then when you go in, see how everybody's reacting differently.
Yeah, that's great. That's great that she's bring it up and bring awareness. Well, I didn't think it's important since, me and Sue are very different people, right? I can easily block people thought out. So for me, I thought that's something everybody do every day until Sue tell me no. So through Sue, I also noticed how people are we are in general very nice people. We just don't want to admit we are nice people. Majority of people are nice. The reason of that is we tend to take on other people's emotion, their feeling, their energy without even rejecting it. That means we might not like it, but we really still taking it. So they complaining, we're still taking it, even though we don't like it. So what we end up having is by the end of the day, we have tons of negative energy with us. And I would say most of us actually don't know how to get rid of them. Other than women sometimes would nag about it, we talk about it. But men, in the other hand, they just keep it and pretend it's not there, even though the emotion's still there. So when we talk about safety bubble, which we realize is kind of more emergency we need to talk about, is because how we deal with people's emotion all the time and, day in and day out. Yes, it's important when you're dealing with people you don't like, specifically you don't like. Yeah. When you're dealing with people you don't like, you have to learn to protect yourself. I mean, sure enough, there's a lot of ways you can protect yourself. You can either walk away, choose not to have that person to be part of your life, but there you would be in situation that you cannot quite walk away. Like Sue's situation, you were in yoga.
Yes, and so, well, actually, what's a better one, I think, is when, if people you don't like, what I actually do is that clear bubble, I transform it into almost a metal sheet, and the only, like a metal kind of safety, like a...
Well, a metal sheet that still penetrate you.
Not really, no, because it will bounce back.
Oh,
well, okay, one of the things is a metal box, but you actually put a mirror on the outside. Right. So what happens is what I was talking about in yoga was there was a teacher that I didn't care for, and I thought this is not very zen of me, but I always had all these thoughts of him. He never did anything to me, just his energy I didn't like because he just yammered on all the time, and I'm supposed to be zen and he's just talking. So what I actually did one day was I actually created a bubble with a mirror on the outside. So halfway through yoga class, he's walking around and he's like going, yeah, don't you hate when instructors keep on talking? You can't even focus, and everybody who's laying down started laughing because they're like, oh, he's talking about himself. And I myself just was testing it as a theory, was laughing because I'm like, I created that. Yeah. So on your shield, depending on the situation, you can put different materials. So say my daughter, I have a teenage daughter, she irritates me. But what I actually do is I actually put like a cotton candy pink shield on, so that way it's softer, and so depending on, you can make it up.
Cotton candy.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Right, so then that way, her words come in sweeter. I don't get as infected, because you know what? Energy penetrates you.
Yeah.
So depending on the type of person, you can create different shields. Like it could be colors, it could be, materials, anything you see. But, my daughter, I love her. So that's why I do like a pink soft cotton candy.
Yeah.
But, just play with it and see what else
whatever works for you.
Depending on the situation.
So, we talk about, through the whole month, we realize we talk about a lot of things about human energy, right? The soul. Soul actually can influence a lot of elements on Earth, and soul's energy can actually radiate out quite far based on your power of thought, right? So to create shield, the best shield that I would create is, I don't know if you guys watch the movie In the Dome. You don't really see anything, but then people cannot come in, they cannot go out, you know what I mean? So it's there, right? So here, you guys might wondering how to create that. Then again, we're gonna bring it back. It's actually using your power of thought. This is the time that imagination really gonna benefit your life, because if I talk about power of thought, you may not know how to executing it. But if I talk about imagination, everybody know. I say, now imagine a unicorn, everybody will start having unicorn. Now I say, okay, imagine create a bubble. You're putting yourself in a bubble, then you got no problem imagining it. Imagination is actually a very strong part of power of thought. You can imagine everything happen, and you can really feeling it. So now, in order to create a bubble, it's very simple. Take a deep breath and then start imagining it, and picture a shield coming from your head and then cover down you. Right. So whatever material, as Sue said, whatever material you want it to happen, you can look at some guy's energy or some kid's energy, and you're like, okay, I really need to put myself in a safety bubble, so I'm not being penetrated by their emotion. Right. I can deal with things without the emotion. That's what you want to create, right? So this is a moment that it only takes how long? Couple seconds? Mm-hmm. It only takes a couple seconds for your imagination to really work. It's really... Take a deep breath and just imagine that bubble start forming from your head to your feet, and then you feel how safe you are in this bubble, right? So that imagination we don't usually do, because a lot of time when people are ramping and things like that, we just take it in. We roll our eye maybe, but really we're still taking in their emotion. So this is a little exercise I would say you can do and try out when you're dealing with situation like handling people's emotion, and then you wanna kind of block them. Depends on how strong their emotion is. You can consider using the metal shield, or you can use a more soft bubble shield, so they can kind of have a little bit wiggle room. Buffer. Yeah.
Or say sometimes if you're getting into a situation firsthand, you can create a bubble. But if somebody is actually feeling attacking you and you are not guarded, sometimes I just pull a shield down. So you visualize, just pull a shield.
Just block it.
And all you do is let, a clear glass, but just shield yourself. And that helps, because Joanne shields herself all the time, whereas I'm a highly sensitive person. So you just pull down the shield. Because sometimes you don't have time. Right? And then when you're guarded, you can then think, because a lot of times people don't realize that people's energies is actually penetrating and poking you. That's why you get irritated or sad or upset. Right. So try that next time.
Try that next time. It's just when we talk about it, if you start to be aware of your energy, you do have to learn how to protect yourself. Imagination coming very handy this time. Even sometimes, how we tune out, right? How we sometimes get so irritated by somebody, we just tune out.
That's
blocking, yes. But sometimes that you can just imagine whoever talked to you, even though you tune it out, you imagine you putting them in this echo room or something. They simply just talk to themselves or whatever. Even that would become funny for you, right? So great time to exercise your imagination. You don't need special skill. If you can imagine a unicorn, the chances you can imagine how to create a shield for yourself. So
Safety bubble.
Safety bubble. Exactly. I actually liking this term. See, we come up with our new term all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
2 minutes before the show.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we were doing.
Because we just feel it, but we actually don't have vocabulary.
No,
so
we
as
don't.
we go along, we are creating stuff. So.
Yeah, we create a term that, that sounds right. Sounds right to us. That's why I tell you I don't know any spiritual term. I hang out with Sue too long.
Yeah, I make up my own language, but it somehow makes logical sense.
Yeah, I just hang out with Sue too long. So a lot of my vocabulary probably just come from her because, I don't even speak English myself.
ESL.
Yeah, ESL. I'm an ESL. Proud ESL. But anyway, so that's good.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I hope that that give you guys a little bit idea what safety bubble is. Safety bubble is actually imagination by using your power of thought to imagine a guard that you can protect yourself with from whatever energy you're dealing with, right? I mean, of course, there's an actual behavior you can choose to walk away or leave the situation, but if you are somewhat trapped in the situation, you couldn't go anywhere, that's a way you can create your safety bubble to protect yourself from other people's energy penetrating you. So that's good. That's the topic of the day. I hope give you guys a little bit idea how to protect yourself in day-to-day basis. And again, if you guys like what we're doing, if you like my special guest, she's gonna come here time to time until she comfortable in having her own channel on.
Yes, but
practice. She's practiced on me, but And again, if you guys like what I'm doing, you can always join us on Periscope or go to my Facebook or subscribe my YouTube, or you can always go to my website, ruowen.com. And, we'll just continue talking whatever I know until one day I'm running out of topic. So till then, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.